Most seniors don't realize it, but they're carrying around a habit that stops progress before it even starts. But it steals more opportunities than aging ever could. And breaking this habit might be the fastest way to feel younger, stronger, and more alive after 60 years old. Hi, I'm Greg Colosi. I'm 69 years young, and I am going through what you're going through right now. I really had a challenge a couple of years ago with stumping my progress and with this habit that we will reveal in a short little minute or so. And here it is, the habit. Hesitation and overthinking. Now, you might have had this habit when you were younger also, but now, because you've been practicing it for so long, if you had that habit, it becomes a little bit harder. But the good news is that you are more stable, more life experienced, and more sure of yourself, and you trust your gut. So getting rid of this habit will be easier than it ever was, and I'm going to show you how. It's a simple idea, maybe not easy, but simple, and I'm going to help you get through it, okay? And that habit is, I'll start tomorrow, mañana, the mañana syndrome. No good. I'm not ready yet. Everything's got to be perfect. BS, okay? The best thing for you to do is get started and make mistakes, okay? The more mistakes you make, the closer you are to making it happen. What if it doesn't work? So what? Okay? Yesterday was the day after Thanksgiving. I got an idea from watching something on TV to make a Thanksgiving pizza. It bombed miserably. I'm the only one that ate it out of about 10 people. And my wife, I'm giving a little bit away, okay? She's a little bit negative Nancy sometimes, okay? She goes, "You should have listened to me. I knew it wasn't going to work." I said, "Well, now I know for sure. I tried it. It didn't work out. I won't make it again. I might make it one more time with a select group of people to see if it works, but the only way to truthfully know is to get going and make it happen. And so what if you fail?" And I don't like that word. So what if it doesn't work out? Okay? Now you know. Now you know for sure. And are you a better person because of it? Absolutely. And do you have a story? Yes, you've got a story. You've always got a story when something doesn't work out. Do you think people that you consider successful just woke up one day and ooh la la, they're there? No. There's a lot of mistakes. The person that you consider the most successful has also made the most mistakes. This pattern creates pause and not progress, and most seniors lose years simply by delaying action. Action is your friend. So what if you fail? So what? Okay? Do you have calluses on your hand? I don't, but a lot of you do have calluses, okay? I don't do a lot of manual labor, although I do like to do it more now because I'm older and I look at it as exercise. But anyway, those calluses are showing that you've tried a lot of things, okay? You've got experiences. And you need some calluses in your brain too to know that you've gone through certain things and it's not the end or the end all to your life if something doesn't work out. It gets you closer to getting something to work out. You can literally fail your way to success. And at our age, we need this kind of thinking more than we did when we were younger, okay? We've got a finite amount of time, we know, even though we had finite when we were younger, we really know it's finite now, And you got to make things happen. Whatever it is in your life, you've got to make it happen now. Let's get it all wrapped up, okay? This habit is so dangerous that hesitation replaces clarity with confusion. Okay, your mind's all scrambled up and you can't move forward. The longer you wait, the harder starting becomes. So start immediately. Start failing immediately, okay? At least you've got some reps, okay, going. If you do nothing, you imagine failing. What's better, to fail or imagine failing? I think it's better to fail, okay? And it isn't as bad as you thought it was. You dust yourself off, you get up, you get back on the horse, and you go at it again, okay? Confidence shrinks with every single delay. Movement creates momentum. Hesitation destroys it. So get up and do something. That's what I like to say. When you set a goal to do something, immediately after setting the goal, do something. Make a phone call, send an email, go meet with somebody, do something immediately to get it going, okay? And it feels strange at first, but you know what? After a while, it becomes normal. This is your way of life. Curiosity question: where in your life do you delay action the most? Is it exercising? That's my big one, okay? Is it starting that side hustle? Is it creating that diet or that way of eating that gets rid of your diabetes and your inflammation or your fatty liver disease or any other ailment, high blood pressure that you might have? What do you hesitate starting the most? Why seniors fall into this habit? You've lived through mistakes, so you try to avoid new ones. That's BS. Create new ones, okay? Society tells seniors to slow down. It's common for people of your age, okay? That's bullshit, okay? I even had this discussion with my wife yesterday, because she's got a little bit of negative Nancy in her. And I need her around because then I realize how other people are. I know how I am, okay? Because I know how I am, I think a lot of people are, you think everybody's like you, but we're not all the same. So it gives me a different perspective, okay? I don't call her negative Nancy to her face. If she sees this, she might get a little bit upset with me, but she will understand, okay? She's a straight shooter, and so am I. Okay, doctors focus on limitations instead of potential, okay? It's common for people your age to have diabetes. They don't tell you about those people that have beaten diabetes, like me, with my diet, okay? 3 years ago, I was a full-blown diabetic on metformin. A few years before that, I was at 10.1, my A1C. It is a 5.3 now, all with diet. I'm on no medication at age 69 whatsoever, not even a pill, one of those children pills. What do they call those? Anyway, those pink ones. Anyway, I'm not even on one of those pills, okay? Those aspirin. Family sometimes unintentionally reinforces fear. Oh, let me help you. Oh, Mom, it's common at your age. That's BS, okay? They do it with good intentions, but that's not what they should be. Motivating the living daylights out of you, okay? Inspiring you. Get with others your age that inspire you, okay? Don't hang out with the fuddy-duddies that don't do anything, that sit around and watch TV all day long, that don't get up and get out and start hanging out with people their age and younger, okay? And stay up with the younger ones. The world treats seniors like they're fragile, okay? You're not fragile. I'm not fragile, okay? And I never understood this. Once you get at a certain age, you should buy a house with only one story, a single story home, a ranch. Okay, so you don't have to go up and down the stairs. My whole life, I always thought that was weird because going up and down the stairs gives you is exercise, okay? Oh, you don't want to exert yourself. You're at that age. That's BS, okay? We've got stairs all over our house. And we bought it 20 years ago that somebody was 92 and passed away in that home. Probably she lived that long because she had the stairs to climb all the time, okay? So, don't let the world treat you, and don't believe the world when they treat you like you're fragile, because you're not, okay? The truth is, seniors have the advantage. You've lived more than younger people. You have all these years of wisdom. I'm sure you've told yourself, this is what I would have told my 25-year-old self if I knew it then. This is what I would, now that I know what I know, this is what I would tell my 25-year-old self, okay? And with that knowledge, you can give that to your family, okay? We help people write books for their grandkids and great-grandkids to share your lessons with them, okay? We'll talk about more about that in other videos, but anyway, down in the description, I'll have a link with a little bit of an assessment you can take on should you tell your story to your grandkids and great-grandkids. So look for that down in the description. Okay, you know what matters and what does not matter now. Okay, it's very clear to you, easily. And at 20, you wouldn't have known these things. You're emotionally steadier and much, much wiser. Even though sometimes we still do stupid things, but you know what? If you're not making mistakes, you're not trying anything, okay? We're gonna make mistakes. That's just the way it is. That's how we learn. The more mistakes you make, the more you learn, okay? And now, because we are wiser, that we make less big mistakes and just little mistakes. And that's just fine, okay? If I'm not making mistakes every day, I'm not living, baby, okay? Go live, make some mistakes. You make better decisions because they come from experience. You know how to do this 6 ways from Sunday, or 6 ways from Sunday, this is not going to work. Action after 60 has more power because it's intentional. You should have no doubt, okay? And if you do have doubt, you plow forward anyway, okay? Anyway, you plow forward. Curiosity question. What could you accomplish if you stopped hesitating for 30 days? Just 30 days, okay? Don't care what other people think. I know a lot of us do, but you know what? As we get older, we shed that a lot, okay? Who gives a shit what your neighbors think of you, okay? It's what you think of you. You, the person. That's what really matters. Get going and fail miserably for the first 30 days. That's what I want you to do. Oh, and I used to, 2 years ago, I was 65, 70 pounds, depending upon the day, heavier. That got rid of my diabetes, got rid of the neuropathy in my feet. That's the original reason that I started looking into all of this. And thank goodness it happened, or I wouldn't be doing this here today. Okay. You don't need speed, you need consistency. Seniors succeed because they listen, think, and commit. Cash flow doesn't care about your age whatsoever. Okay, so if you want to start a new business, you want to go get a job somewhere, look at some of my other videos, I talk about that. Your grandkids will learn more from your mistakes than your successes, so you should be telling that story. Click on that link down below and we'll find out if you're ready to give that story, okay? What story would your grandkids love but they've never heard? Think about that. What story would your grandkids love to hear but they've never heard from you? Okay, let's take some practical takeaways, okay? Not giveaways, takeaways. Replace hesitation with small daily action. If you decide I'm going to exercise today, go walk for 10 minutes. Now, okay? If you're watching it, it's one of your goals. Finish watching this, which we're going to be with in a couple of minutes and go walk for 5 minutes, okay? You got a cane, I don't care. You got a walker, I don't care. You got to walk inside and hold the table, walk around the table holding it. Do it now. Get started, okay? Stop waiting for your confidence. Your confidence comes once you start. So you always start without confidence. But once you get going, the confidence builds. That's what you got to do. Question the habit every time it appears, that bad habit, okay? Question it and move forward. And reinvent your next chapter with motion and not perfection. Let's talk about perfection for a minute, okay? If you wait till everything is right, you will never get started. Never. Perfectionism killed the cat. If you're waiting for the perfect day, the perfect moment, the perfect economy, the perfect political state, the perfect weather, nothing you do, nothing, because you're not doing it, nothing is going to happen. Perfection killed the cat. I don't know if that's a saying or not, but it sounded pretty good, okay? The most worthless habit holding seniors back isn't aging, it is hesitation. You're not too old, you're not too late, you're simply one decision away from the momentum. If you want to reinvent your health, wealth, and legacy after 60, hit subscribe, okay? And if you want to help capturing your life story for your grandkids and great-grandkids, click that link in the description and take a little assessment on if you're ready to do that, or if you can do that, or if you've got the stories to do that. We'll help you out. Well, make it a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.